Ralph Irvin in the weight room at the Acosta Athletic Performance Training Center, and it's the final day of testing for the UCLA football team. Here's UCLA head athletic performance coach, Mike Linn.
Ever since I came back to UCLA a couple years ago, we've really tried to build testing week up into something really special. We've really tried to push competitiveness in our off-season program, and really the off-season is the culmination of many weeks of just being ultra-competitive in their training. So we test twice a year. We test at the end of our off-season in winter, which is right now in March. And then we test at the end of the summer program in August, right before they go to camp. So these kids only have really 2 weeks of intense back-to-back games. We teach our players that this week was all about playing 4 straight games. Monday was a game, Tuesday was a game, Wednesday was a game, Thursday was a game. It's the closest thing a player will have to a game day situation during the off season in terms of just that emotion, that drive, that excitement. We test in 10 areas with the players, and with that 10 areas of different cross-section of physical attributes a player has, we can determine what their weaknesses are, what we need to work on in the following program. So we test in the weight room, we test the back squat. We do a 3-rep max on back squat. That's going to test the player's lower body strength. We test 3-rep bench press, which is going to test their upper body strength. We do a 3-rep power clean max from the floor, which tests their total body strength. Out on the field, we do a vertical jump, which tests their vertical power. We do a standing broad jump, which tests their horizontal power. We run a 40-yard dash, which tests obviously their linear speed straight ahead. We test the 5-10-5, which is a pro agility, tests their ability to change directions quickly. We do a bod pod analysis, which is body composition, look at their muscle mass. And we do a functional movement screen with the athletes as well, test their flexibility, coordination. And the last test, the 10th test, we do a medicine ball chest pass, which tests their upper body power output. So we do all the cross sections. We test their flexibility, their power, their strength, and just their body composition. So it really gives us a profile of each athlete. The one thing we had going for us is, we've got a lot of young guys. It's always easier to PR with, get personal records with young guys than it is a guy who's kind of hit his genetic ceiling, but even our older guys tested really well. The one thing we were really pleased with was we had a ton of PRs in the 40-yard dash, and really the off season is all about putting size and strength on guys. So we have a tendency to really look to a kid hitting his same 40-yard dash time with a bigger body. That's important for us. And then in the summer we work on getting that kid even faster with that big body. In this off season we had a lot of kids who gained 15-20 pounds and got faster at the same time. So that's good. If we can continue with that trend, then we'll have an even bigger team, an even faster team going into next season. It wasn't a great night for running 40s. I think if it was raining, that's the only thing that could have made it worse. But it was cold. The wind was swirling on kids, so it wasn't great. But it's a testament to their mental toughness too, because we didn't have one kid complain about it in terms of, oh, coach, my time's going to be bad. They just understood what they had to do, put their hand down, ran their 40s, and did really well. Kevin Priss did a great job. Our starting quarterback ran a 4.53 40. He's gained good weight. I know everybody was a little bit concerned about, when they heard that the quarterback was up to 230 pounds, and some people had seen the pictures of the quarterback or seen a video of the quarterback. It's like, God, he looks like a linebacker, but he got even faster. He's running a 4.53, and I think that might have been the top mark at the NFL Combine this year. So he stuck out. Jeff Baca did a great job testing. Dayton Jones, Derek Coleman, Milton Knox, Josh Smith, transfer wide receiver in from Colorado, set PRs in all 3 lifts and actually broke records for the wide receiver in all 3 lifts. Jeff Dickman broke records on the lifts. Ryan Taylor broke the squat record for offensive linemen. We had a ton of guys breaking records on the championship platform, so really more names than I can go over in terms of how well guys have done. coaches always like to say that when I was playing it was different, and I think that these kids have done such a great job of buying in over the last couple of years of what we really want and what needs to happen in this program to be a great team. I think that in terms of the weight room side of things, the competitiveness, the energy in the room is beyond what it's been when I was a player and even coaching back in the 90s. So it's good, but the bottom line is it has to transfer over to the field now.
Coach Linn is a real good coach. I mean, he's able to get you motivated, especially me. Sometimes he makes me cry, just getting me motivated, getting me mad, basically. And him being a player here, and he's always somebody I can go talk to and just be a motivator and also, a mentor.
He just says stuff because he knows my situation. He knows I got to work to get that starting spot. So he just pushes me. He gives me a couple hits on the back, on the chest, and just kind of motivates me. He yells at me, try to get a better match than I did last time.
He teaches us to flip the switch. It's like a big jump for us because all year we don't do that much weight in the weight room, and then we get in there on testing and just have amazing numbers. And with that is we have to buy in the whole off season. That's what he teaches us. We just buy in into the system, and then the results will show. You just gotta stay locked in and flip the switch.
Once again, UCLA will begin their spring camp in early April. Until then, of course, you can get the latest information as well as news and notes right here at UCLABruins.com.